It's hard to pinpoint exactly when my parents knew that I was special. It could be when I said my first word at 5 months old, when I started reading by the time I was 3, or when I solved a Rubik's Cube at 4 in less than 30 seconds. Hi, I'm Lisa. And none of that is to brag, by the way, because being a genius has brought me more misery than I would wish on my worst enemy. Yeah, I actually have a worst enemy, and you're about to find out who she is. But first, please like and subscribe. My father was a famous actor who starred in a ton of action movies. He fell in love with my mother, a jewelry designer. She designed the engagement ring he intended to give to another woman. But he broke off that relationship to be with my mother. I know. Messed up, right? When I was 5, I was being dragged around the world to movie sets where my father would show me off like some freak Einstein circus monkey.
Daddy, I need to pee.
You can only go after you tell everyone who the 5th, 16th, 25th, and 40th presidents were.
Come on, Paul. Lisa really needs to go.
She can't go as soon as she answers the question.
James Monroe, Abraham Lincoln, William McKinley,
And then I peed. The entire movie's cast and crew burst out laughing, and I was completely humiliated. My mother finally had enough and divorced him, taking me back to her hometown. I would love to say things got better there, but believe it or not, they only got worse. Like, a lot worse. My mom opened a jewelry store which took up all of her time. So she got me a nanny who had a daughter named Scarlett. Scarlett was 4 years older than me and was really dumb. Just to give you an idea of how dumb she was, when her mom told her that carrots helped her see in the dark, she went outside at night and tried to use one as a flashlight. Scarlett didn't like that I was so much smarter than her, so her favorite activity was torturing me, like hanging me out the window by my ankles, filling my pillowcase with spiders, and replacing my cereal with dog treats.
How's your cereal, Lisa? Maybe afterward we can go play fetch.
Except I knew what my cereal looked like and switched our bowls when she wasn't looking. My mom put me in kindergarten, but it was way too easy for me. While the other kids were playing with finger paint, I was doing math equations. As much as I hated being in school, I hated being home more because of Scarlett. I tried to tell my mom, but Scarlett had a secret.
But Mommy, I hate her. She tried to put my book in the toilet.
Scarlett, is that true? The one thing that Scarlett was good at, besides bullying, was acting.
Never. It really hurts my feelings when Lisa says these things.
Scarlett could cry on command. I mean, like a full-on sobbing.
Mom, she's...
But I couldn't even finish my sentence before my mom was comforting Scarlett.
There. It's okay. No matter what happened, I'm sure you two can work it out, right?
And then Scarlett ran and hugged me.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to work. See you two besties tonight.
And the second my mom was gone, my book was in the toilet. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they did. The school's principal skipped me to the 3rd grade. Guess with who? You've got it. Freaking Scarlett. Yeah, she was left back a year because, as we already established, was really dumb. When I got to high school, I was too old to have a nanny. So my mom hired Scarlett's mother to help her run her jewelry store and let them stay in our house because she felt like they were family now. At school, Scarlett would play awful pranks on me, like putting laxatives in my lunch or filling my hand sanitizer with super sticky glue. One night, I sat out in the backyard crying. I just wanted to be normal and with kids my own age. Then through the guest house window, I saw something unbelievable. Scarlett was watching Mean Girls and acting out the part.
They say you're a homeschooled jungle freak who's a less hot version of me.
She was actually really good, but then she turned and looked right at me. Oh no! I sprinted back to my room. I was up all night, terrified about what Scarlett was going to do to me. The next day at school, Scarlett just stared non-stop at me. As soon as the bell rang, I sprinted out of the classroom and hid in a janitor's closet.
This is my closet. Go find your own.
I nearly jumped out of my skin. I turned on the light to find a boy sitting in a chair with his feet up on the wall. His hair was long and messy, his clothes were too big, and he had like 20 earrings. He was Wesley, the school weirdo. The rumor was that his family was homeless. I can't leave.
Yeah. Scarlett, right?
Yeah, I think she may actually kill me.
Sad girl, just like my sister Alice.
Your sister?
Yeah, believe it or not, Alice makes Scarlett look like an angel.
That's horrible. Wait, why are you in here?
It's my place to get away from everyone. I hate drama.
Wow, I totally get it. People are so...
Petty, judgmental, mean.
Yes, I'm Lisa, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm a pretty good observer.
Just with that, Wesley and I became best friends. I felt like a total jerk. I always thought he was just a weirdo, but he was the first person who actually understood me. For the next few weeks, Wesley and I spent more and more time together at school, away from Scarlett. Wesley knew every hiding place in the school, under the stairs, in the attic. There was even an old broken service elevator. I had no idea. For a while, things were looking up. And then one night, something incredible happened. I received a letter from one of the top universities in the country. They wanted me to attend next year and were scheduling an interview at my house. I would finally be rid of Scarlett for good. I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. I wanted to celebrate, but Wesley would never meet me outside of school. There was always an excuse, but this time I wasn't taking no for an answer. I tracked down his address online and went there. I figured we would pull up to a homeless shelter, but we turned into the driveway of the biggest mansion I had ever seen. I rang the bell, and this really pretty girl with perfect makeup opened the door.
Whatever you're selling, we don't want any. Oh, I'm not selling anything. I'm here to see Wesley. Does he live here? Hey, loser. Someone is actually here to see you. What do you want with my loser brother?
Oh, you're Alice, Wesley's demon sister.
Lisa, what are you doing here?
Hi.
Wow, Wesley is a real girl coming here to take you out. There must be something seriously wrong with her.
Leave us alone. Alice.
Wesley took me to his room, which was filled with books and other cool things. He even had a VR experience, and we got to dive in the deep sea with sharks, whales, and all kinds of marine animals. It was so cool. But just as we were about to approach a giant squid, suddenly, a wave of water drenched us from top to bottom. We took off our visors and there was Alice, holding a huge bucket of water and laughing her head off.
Alice, what the heck?
Only improving your immersive experience. You're welcome, guys.
Before we could respond, Alice had already vanished, and Wesley's RV was ruined. As we dried off in the bathroom, I looked at Wesley angrily. How can Scarlett and Alice be so hateful? What is wrong with them?
Alice and I were close when we were kids, but then my mom forced her into beauty pageants and would always criticize her when she lost. It changed her, and now she's like this.
Like Alice alone wasn't enough. Scarlett hadn't forgotten about me spying on her. She was like a snake, just waiting for the right opportunity to strike. And on the morning of the big interview at my house, she found it.
Well, Lisa, we feel that you will be a perfect addition to our university, and it is my honor to offer you.
Oh, Lisa!
Just as the recruiter was about to make me the offer, Scarlett walked in. My entire body froze.
Oh, sorry. Is this a bad time? I'm Scarlett, Lisa's bestie.
Hi, bestie. Can you please come back later?
I would, but I have my math test coming up and need that special you always give me with all the answers. I have the money. I swear.
She pays you to give her the answers to your tests.
That's not true. She's lying.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Please don't listen to her. I've never cheated in my life.
Me neither.
And that was the end of it. Scarlett won.
Did I scare your little college recruiter off? Oopsie.
I was so angry I just exploded. You are a horrible, horrible human being. In fact, I wouldn't even call you human. You are a monster.
The next morning, as I was going to my locker, a crowd was around someone. Wesley walked up to me, and he looked as depressed as I was.
Did you see we have a new student?
When the crowd cleared, I saw who our new student was. It was Alice.
She got expelled from her all-girls school. So my mother was able to bribe our school to take her in.
And then she saw me, and Wesley came over and turned to the crowd.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun here together. Now you can't avoid me.
Alice laughed like a true Disney villain and left with her new group of followers.
I guess I'll just have to wait for her to add this school to her expulsion collection.
You know what? No. I've had enough of these bullies. We are gonna fight back.
No, Lisa, just ignore them. We can't fight with them.
They are older, stronger, and meaner. But we are smarter. We are not gonna fight them ourselves, Wesley. We're gonna make them fight each other.
I'm listening.
We may not be able to change them, but we maybe can redirect their hate.
I told Wesley the rest of my plan, and he agreed to join. We were going to make our boys mortal enemies. First of all, we sent a little welcome to our school gift to Alice from Scarlett.
Oh my god, is this the new Givenchy?
It wasn't. Wesley simply took the empty bottle from her trash.
This is my favorite perfume.
But I guess you could call it perfume. It certainly had a memorable fragrance. Alice put it on and immediately realized it was not her favorite Givenchy.
Yuck! Ugh, this smells like skunk.
Actually, it was a nasty mix of fermented anchovies, spoiled cheese, and overripe cabbage. But yeah, just as bad as skunk, and even harder to get off. Exactly. At the same time, we printed a fake version of the school newspaper, which Alice had just begun to run. And in a very special edition, we crowned Scarlett as the champion of, well, everything on the worst list, from fashion disasters to bad hair days, makeup mishaps, terrible classmates, and the worst student overall. You name it, she snagged the title. As soon as she saw it, Scarlett burst into flames and went in search of Alice. They met in the middle of the hallway. The tension was so intense that it felt like a dragon.
This is war!
And thus the war began. And believe me, they pulled out their heavy weapons. Their pranks were, let's say, pretty original. Alice kicked things off by spreading the rumor that Scarlett was really a 40-year-old divorcee posing as a teenager.
That doesn't make any sense.
Scarlett fired back bluntly and traditionally vandalizing Alice's Barbie car and brace for impact, painting it black.
No, that's not even a real color.
Alice carried out her revenge, following the old rules of the glitter warfare. She hid a glitter bomb in Scarlett's locker, and when she opened it, she turned the entire hallway into an impromptu disco party. It took Scarlett weeks to get all the glitter off her. And how could we forget the time that Scarlett locked Alice in the bath with a little mouse? Next level torture right there. Of course, like top-tier bullies, they occasionally ditched their sophisticated tactics for some classic down and dirty hand-to-hand combat. Yet the best part of my master plan was that they were good to us, even though it was just to infuriate the other. It's amazing what hate can lead to.
You're truly a genius.
I should be modest, but I can't. I am a genius. Our era of prosperity and peace incredibly lasted for a year. However, as usual, nothing good ever lasts. When it seemed that this beautiful war would continue for generations, Alice delivered a precise and lethal blow. Somehow, she got her hands on a video of Scarlett performing in the toilet, just as I had seen her months before at home, in front of her. She made it viral. At school, Scarlett became a laughingstock. The war was over and Alice had won it. Lonely and the Queen Alice. Well, maybe they didn't cheer like that, but you guys get the point. When I got home, Scarlett was still crying, and the waterfalls didn't slow down for days. She even stopped going to school because she was so embarrassed I had finally beaten my bully. But surprisingly, I didn't feel great. On the contrary, I felt sorry for her and felt so very, very guilty. Not because she didn't have it coming. The feeling of being the one causing her tears felt horrible, even worse than when I was the one crying because of her evil deeds.
Go away!
I have something to tell you. After confessing all about my plan, I closed my eyes and waited for my punishment. I hope this is quick and painless. I waited a few seconds, but nothing happened. I opened my eyes and looked at Scarlett. Aren't you gonna murder me?
I should, but I kinda get why you did it. It's not fun at all to be on the receiving end.
No, it isn't.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know what it is. Don't make me say it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. For what it's worth, I think you have a real talent as an actress.
Do you think so?
Totally. You had my mom believing you were an innocent angel for years. Not even Zendaya could pull off a character like that.
Aw, thanks!
Then something unprecedented began taking place. Scarlett and I went in for a hug. However, just as we were about to make it happen.
Nope, that's too much. You did ruin my life.
And you ruined my future.
Call it even?
Sure. The following weeks were pretty good, actually. Scarlett called the college recruiter and explained everything. As thank you, I showed the tape of Scarlett acting to my dad, and he got a small role in his next movie. When word of that got around the school, Scarlett got no notice again, but this time for good. Even better, she became part of our little crew. Wesley, it's time you also stand up for yourself against your sister. By now, Alice had assembled an army of plastic girls and drooling boys that would do anything she said. And with no rival, Alice went back to making Wesley's life miserable. Until one day during lunch in the cafeteria, Alice walked up to Wesley and acted like she had stumbled, making all her food spill onto him. Wesley stood up and pulled out an old photo from his wallet and showed it to Alice.
See this picture, Alice? It's from when you won your first beauty pageant. Look how happy we both look here.
Yes, I look pretty, unlike your dorky face.
In a moment of frustration, Wesley tore the picture into pieces, shocking Alice.
How dare you!
I always missed your younger self, Alice, and I hoped you would go back to being my lovely sister. But I guess you chose to be a witch, and I'm done waiting or being patient.
Alice tried to push Wesley away, but he held her hand tightly and firmly.
You really thought you're stronger than me, Alice. I never touched you because I respected you as my big sister.
You're hurting me!
I'll hurt you more if you don't back off.
My friends are around me. Guys, you know what to do.
But just as Alice's friends were about to step in, Scarlett and I appeared from behind Wesley. And we know what to do too. The kids behind Alice began to look scared and uncertain while she stomped her feet in frustration.
Fine. You don't talk to me, and I won't talk to you.
Sounds good to me.
With that, Alice left and we all hugged, knowing we had finally stood up to the bullies.
Hi, I'm Ella, and this is my story. Please like and subscribe. My twin sister Aria and I look identical in every way. Right down to the dimple on our left cheeks. And I hate it. Anyone who thinks it's cool to be identical twins is stupid. Mom and Dad thought it was super cute to dress us up in matching outfits all the time. But growing up, it started getting so annoying. No one could tell us apart, not even her parents. So they just called us the twins or the girls. It's like I had no identity of my own. I was just part of a pair. Yeah, we got a lot of buy one, get one free jokes. Also, it was everyone's favorite game to try and spot any differences.
I think this one's shorter. Her nose is bigger, right?
Her ears stick out more. Also, if I pinch your cheek, will your twin feel it?
If I punch your face, will your mother feel it? You're basically a part of her. We were in the same class in school, and we did all the same extracurricular activities. And there was always so much pressure not to be the worst twin, because everyone made that instant comparison.
Ella got an A on her maths test. Why do you have a C, Aria?
Aria beat you in that race. By your mind, Ella, aren't your legs just as long?
Why was it so hard to understand that we didn't have matching abilities to go with our matching faces? But by 4th grade, our personalities started changing. I was academically stronger, but Aria was more athletic. We'd both been attending dance classes since we were kids, but I eventually dropped out because she was clearly better. I started slipping into the quiet nerd mold while she was more outgoing and loud, so she always got more attention. Like on our 10th birthday, Aria got her way, and the whole party was Hannah Montana themed. All my Harry Potter requests were ignored. Mom had baked our birthday cake and it read, "Happy birthday to our beautiful beauty, Aria and Elle?" Mom, what happened to my name?
Aria told me she wanted this text on the cake, honey, and there just wasn't enough space left.
Our classmates were gathered around Aria as they danced away to her playlist. I spotted a new kid sitting in a corner and playing some game. Hey, you think this party sucks as much as I do?
Yeah, kinda. Sorry, wanna play?
I was having a really good time till Aria and her friend started a crazy water fight and attacked us too. And they ruined the boy's gaming console. He left the party crying and never talked to me again. Yeah, Aria always found a way to ruin things for me. Then one day in 7th grade, we found Mom waiting for us at home with an envelope each.
Oh my god, no way! You signed me up for the tween beauty pageant? Oh, thanks, Mom.
A flyer for the middle school mathletes?
Well, what do you think? One for my beauty and one for my brainiac? It's perfect!
It's fine, I guess. From then on, my sister got more and more popular, and I became more invisible. By the time we were in high school, Aria's pageant trophies were on full display all over the house, while my mathlete trophies collected dust in my room. My parents clearly loved to show her off more. Well, at least my mathlete's teammate Eugene thought I was really cool.
The way you gave that answer right before the buzzer went off. Ugh, what an adrenaline rush. You're so smart.
You're too nice, Eugene.
And you're like a 45-degree angle, you know? 'Cause 45 degrees is an acute angle. You're a cutie.
Aha, yeah, good one.
So I was thinking, maybe you'd like to have my phone number?
I was only half listening because just then, the football team captain Justin walked into the cafeteria. Man, he was some descendant of Hercules, just sheer perfection. I'd never have the guts to say hi to him, and he'd never notice me.
Ella?
Yes, sure, I'll take your phone number.
So you'll call me then?
If the need ever arises, then definitely, yes. Thanks, buddy. I gotta go to class now. Then one day, things took a bit of a turn when Aria came down with the flu.
Ugh, my head hurts and I have a fever. I can't perform at the mall pageant today.
Oh no, my poor baby. Go lie down and Ella will bring you some tea.
She can make her own tea, and I'm busy.
She's unwell and you're not doing anything important. Now go!
I was so sick of being second to my sister. But when I got back with the tea, I found her snoring. And then I got a crazy idea. Next to her bed was her pageant bag, all packed and ready to go. I grabbed it and snuck out the front door. I was just as beautiful as Aria, and I was gonna prove it. When I got to the mall, everyone was smiling and waving at me. I felt like a movie star. Her dress fit perfectly, and the show went super smoothly.
And the winner is Aria!
Just as I was accepting the trophy, I heard the most annoying voice in the world.
She isn't Aria. I am. Mom couldn't find you at home, and when I saw my bag gone, I knew exactly where you were. How dare you?
So what? You're just mad that I could be as good as you any day?
Shut up, loser!
You mean winner? Aria leapt onto the stage and attacked me. The fight not only lost us the trophy, but it also got us banned from all pageants in the area for life. Our parents were furious with me. I was grounded for 2 weeks, and Aria basically pretended I didn't exist after that. She even blocked me on all social media. But at school, it seemed like everyone had heard about the pageant fight, and people were noticing me more. And I almost turned to jelly when Justin approached me.
Hey, not Aria, right?
Right. I'm what's my name? I forgot. Ella.
I'm Justin, the football captain. I love that gutsy stunt you pulled at the mall yesterday. We're having cheer tryouts tomorrow. Why don't you come too?
Cheer tryouts? Sure, I'll be there.
Perfect. But, change your look or something. I want to be able to tell you apart from Aria, okay?
Sure, Justin. I've wanted to change my look anyway. I was so excited for a fresh start that at home, I looked up some videos online on how to cut my hair. I decided bangs would be easiest, so I went to the bathroom, plugged in my dad's electric razor, and cut myself some bangs. And they turned out super cute. That was until they moved a bit and I saw that I'd shaved off my eyebrows too. I was horrified. There was no way I could go to tryouts looking like that. I couldn't even leave the bathroom looking like this. I started rummaging through the cabinets to find something that could help fix my eyebrows. I found a bottle of spray-on hair that my dad sometimes used to cover his bald spot. I aimed it at my forehead and sprayed, but it made me look like a caveman with a bushy unibrow. I scrubbed it off just as there was a knock at the door.
Ella, are you in there? Better not be stealing my makeup again.
Just washing my face, Mom. I'll be right out. Oh, I could use my mom's makeup to hide the damage. I found an eyebrow pencil and quickly scrawled them on as best as I could. Then I brushed my bangs over my forehead and snuck quietly out of the bathroom.
There you are. Wait, did you just cut your hair?
Some people are just desperate for attention. So pathetic.
Just trying something different. Mom, I have to go run to the store and get some things for a school project, so bye. At the store, I was lucky enough to find the perfect solution: tattoo sticker eyebrows. I rushed home with them and went to my room to try them on. Just put them on, spray a little water, and voila. I set the timer on my phone and laid back with the washcloth over my forehead, awaiting my beautiful new eyebrows. But when I looked at the results, I almost fainted. They looked super crooked. I scrubbed and scrubbed, but they just wouldn't come off. I lay in my bed, sobbing uncontrollably.
Why are you making sounds like a dying whale? OMG! Ha ha ha! What happened to your face?
I just wanted to change my look for the cheer tryouts, but it's all gone so horribly wrong. What am I gonna do?
Well, maybe if you hadn't pretended to be me and ruined my pageant career.
Wait, that's it? You can pretend to be me. Oh, please, Aria, I need this. Justin himself asked me. You know I've always had the biggest crush on him.
Yeah, I've read your Dear Diary sob stories.
What?
Not important right now. And okay, since you're begging and you look so ugly, it's almost sad. I'll do it, but only if you do my homework for a whole year.
Are you kidding? Ugh, fine, I'll do it. Just get me the cheerleading spot, okay?
You got yourself a deal, Ugo.
Mom let me stay at home for a few days when she saw what I'd done, and Aria left for school the next morning. But I didn't really trust her not to mess things up for me at the tryouts. I needed a spy, so I called Eugene. Hey, I know this is a lot to ask, but I'm really unwell. And I asked my twin, Aria, to do the cheer tryouts for me. Could you just go and see how she does? I don't know who else I can trust.
Of course I'll do it! Want me to drop by later with some soup too? We could watch some Luna's videos, or I could show you my cat's pictures.
That sounds amazing! But what I have is really contagious. So you'll report to me soon, right?
You betcha!
You're the best, Eugene! Eugene's report tallied with what Aria told me. She'd performed a flawless audition, and I was in. I couldn't wait to go back and spend time with Justin. Thankfully, the tattoos wore off in a few days, and my eyebrows were coming back, so I could fill in the rest with pencil. I was ready to return to school. But that evening, Eugene told me that he'd seen Aria and Justin kissing, and when she got home that day, she was getting out of Justin's car. I ran down to the living room and opened the window to eavesdrop.
It's so hard to say goodbye to you, babe.
It's only till tomorrow. Coochie poochie poo!
And that'll feel like an eternity. My Aria! Baby boo!
Oh, and what the heck? The minute Aria walked in, I jumped in her way like an angry lioness. What in God's name did I just see?
Oh, you mean me and Justin, silly? Didn't you want to ask him out? I just did it for you as you...
No, don't lie to me, witch. I heard him say, Aria, boo, boo, boo. He knows you're Aria and not me, Ella. And then her face turned totally evil.
Yeah, okay. Whatevs. I took a picture of you in your sleep and showed him your freaky eyebrows and told him you'd sent me in your place. We had a really good laugh, and we just bonded. You took away my pageant life, I took away your guy. Trust me, he's way out of your league anyway.
I let out a snarl and attacked her. My parents came running when we crashed into a table and pulled us apart, and I swore I'd never speak to her for the rest of my life. But watching her and Justin together in school and thinking of how they must have made fun of me made my heart burn. And then I found something in the mail one day that gave me the perfect opportunity for revenge. I knew I was successful when Arya screamed at me in the school hallway one day.
Ella, what did you do?
What are you talking about? Something boring, probably.
Why do I have a rejection letter from the dance academy of my dreams which says that my audition was way below their standards? I never went to any audition.
Oh yeah, that. See, I received the invitation for the audition, and I decided to go as you. Now, I haven't danced in a really long time, so I was kinda rusty, but I thought I did an impressive chicken dance.
I will kill you!
Well, that was effectively the end of our relationship. Somehow, it didn't feel as good as I thought it would. No one at home was talking to me now, and even Eugene seemed distant. Am I imagining it, or are you avoiding me?
No, Ella, you're not. I just don't like what you did to your sister.
What? She started it!
No, you started it when you went to the pageant as her.
You don't really know everything about us, Eugene. It gets really tiring being overlooked and invisible.
Actually, I do know something about that. I literally joined the mathletes to get close to you. I dropped every possible hint that I like you. And you're not so dumb that you didn't pick up on it. But you just used me when you needed me. And now you need me again. 'Cause I'm guessing other people in your life aren't talking to you. Well, I have a little more self-respect than that. Goodbye, Ella.
The last few months of high school were really lonely. Arya got into an amazing dance school across the country, but she still didn't seem willing to forgive me. And even though we hadn't gotten along in a really long time, I felt sad that she'd be out of my life soon. But during the summer break, Arya suddenly fell really sick. After a number of tests, the doctor told us that both her kidneys were weak and she needed a healthy one soon. And of course, I was a perfect match.
No freaking way! I'm not taking your kidney!
Are you crazy? Listen, guys, can you give us a minute? When my parents and the doctor left, I turned to her. Look, you need this, okay? I know I did some awful things, and I'm really sorry. And for better or for worse, you're my other half, and I can't lose you. So just shut up and stop smirking. And you're taking my kidney.
Say you're my better half, Arya!
Don't push it.
Okay. I know I haven't been very nice to you either. And I'm sorry too. I didn't even like Justin that much. So thank God he cheated on me and we broke up.
Serves you right. Which reminds me, I gotta call Eugene before the surgery and apologize to him too.
What kind of name is Eugene? That's Latin for ugly girl?
While Latin is a dead language, Arya, much like your love life, some things never change, do they? Hi, I'm Freya from Ohio. Please like and subscribe. I belong to a home that was filled with happiness and love, and my dad worked very hard to give us the best life. Once when I was 4, Dad spent an entire weekend building me a treehouse in our backyard.
This is your special place. You can always come up here and look at the beautiful sky.
Thank you, Daddy!
And when your sister grows a little taller, promise me that you'll share this treehouse with her and always be happy together.
I promise. My sister Iris was 2 years younger, and I loved her to bits. I would dance for her, and she would laugh like crazy and clap her little hands. When I turned 6, Mom bought us walkie-talkies, and we had so much fun hiding from our parents.
The coast is all clear here. Over.
I see Mom's red hair. Over.
Okay, I'm climbing down. Over. As I climbed down from the treehouse, I saw my aunt and my cousin enter our yard. I ran to greet them, and so did Iris.
Freya and Iris, you've grown so big.
Our cousin Shirley was the same age as me, and stood very quietly, without even a smile on her face. Just then, I noticed that they had 2 big suitcases with them. Are you going on holiday, Aunt?
Yes, we're here for the holiday.
Just then, Dad came out and helped Aunt with our bags. Aunt and Dad were twins, and he cared about her deeply. I was happy to have them around until Mom took me aside and spoke to me.
Freya, you will move into Iris's room and share her bed.
But Iris's bed is so small, Mom.
I know, honey. It's just until your aunt finds a job and moves out.
How long will that be?
Just a few months.
But months turned into years, and I was 10 and still squeezing into Iris's bed. My aunt didn't find a job, and Dad had to let her stay since they only had each other. And slowly, Aunt and Shirley started to become a nuisance.
Yeah!
Once in 7th grade, Mom had planned a party for me and Iris for being top achievers at school. When Aunt suddenly said she felt really sick.
Maybe you should have the party on another day. I'm so unwell. Shirley must have caught it too. Look, she feels so warm. It's possible what we have is contagious.
But I've already bought all the food and invited the guests. I can't cancel everything just a day before the party.
Maybe you two could just stay in your room, Aunt.
Oh, so you want me and my daughter to stay in the rooms like we are outcasts? Did you hear what she said, brother? We aren't good enough for their party. They always make us feel like we're living on their charity.
What? She didn't mean it like that.
Aunt started coughing loudly and Dad took her to her room. When he returned, he asked us if we could cancel the party. But Dad, Iris, and I already invited all our friends.
My mom is sick and I think you should listen to your dad.
It does seem insensitive to have a party when she's unwell. We can have it another time, please.
It was so hard to say no to Dad, so we canceled it. And just then I caught sight of Shirley grinning as she walked away to her room. She and Aunt were such drama queens. And the worst part was that Shirley was in the same class as me. In 8th grade, I got selected to be the class president. And just as I was about to give my first presentation on all the changes I wanted to make, I stared at the projector in horror. Instead of my slideshow, it was a video of me singing and doing a stupid dance in front of my mirror at home.
That's your president trying to be Beyonce. Gosh, how stupid does she look?
Shirley, you're a wicked witch, just like your mother! She got up and pushed me against the chalkboard, and I took the duster and buffed her face white. Seconds later, everyone around us was laughing as we broke out into a full-scale catfight. But the teacher was not impressed by my behavior.
Freya, I'm taking away your position as class president until you learn to lead by example. Hitting someone's face with a duster is not leadership material.
But she pushed me!
And you called her mother a witch?
Later that afternoon, while I was doing my homework, Aunt came and sat next to me with her tea, and she poured it all over my books. Hey, what are you doing?
This will teach you to watch what you say about me. I'm a witch, huh?
I'm telling Dad about this.
Go ahead. I'll just say it was an accident. He will never believe you over me, his beloved sister.
And she was right. Dad didn't believe me.
Freya, I'm sick of you disrespecting your aunt. When your mother gets back from the store, we're having a family meeting.
But Mom had been gone for hours, and she wasn't even answering any calls. We were beginning to feel worried, but just then, a car drove up to the house, and Mom thanked a strange man as he dropped her off and drove away.
What happened?
My car's engine suddenly heated up and my phone was dead. Luckily, my boss was driving by, so he offered me a ride.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get your car towed and fixed.
I just couldn't help noticing the way that man looked at you.
What way? What are you trying to say?
Nothing, just saying.
My aunt was on a mission to stir up trouble between my parents. And later that evening, while Mom was in the bathroom, I found Aunt digging in Mom's bag. What are you doing?
Why don't you go up to your room and read a book, dear?
Not until you tell me what you're up to.
I'm looking for a painkiller for the headache you're giving me. Ah, there it is.
She took it and left, and I told Mom right away, but she checked her bag and said everything was in place. But just a few days later, it was Dad's birthday, and Mom bought him some new shoes.
Oh, I was expecting a Rolex watch.
Ha ha ha, really? Well, honey, that's quite an expensive gift.
But you used our credit card to buy it 2 days ago? I got a message on my phone?
What? No, I didn't.
Mom and Dad got into an argument on his birthday, and then Aunt came along to make things worse.
Oh, I think I know who your wife bought the watch for. It was for that same man who dropped you off last time. You know, her boss.
And how would you know that?
I'm my brother's sister, and I see everything that goes on around here. I won't let anyone betray him.
I've had enough of this nonsense. Who do you believe, me or her?
Dad believed Aunt. And that day, Mom packed her bags and took me and Iris with her. Mom rented out a small apartment, but things were not easy with Mom's small salary, and Dad only paid for our school fees. And soon after, things got even worse when Iris started to feel sick. When Mom took her to the doctor, we got the scariest news ever. Iris had a problem with her heart, and she needed a donor. Oh, Mom, why is this happening? I don't want anything to happen to Iris.
And nothing will. We have to stay positive, honey.
Iris had to stay at the hospital for a while. And one day, Dad came to visit with Aunt and Shirley. But when the adults weren't in the room, Shirley turned to Iris and said,
Now because of you, your dad might lose our house.
What are you saying?
Don't listen to her, Iris.
He's paying for your treatment, stupid. He can't afford the mortgage payments on the house. Thanks to you, we'll be homeless soon.
It was never your house to begin with. Get out of Iris's room now. Later that day, I started to do some research on heart donors, and I was surprised to find applications on a funding program called the Heart Foundation. I quickly applied, telling my story, and sent it with fingers crossed. When I told Iris about it the next day, it made her really happy.
Even though our family is no longer the same happy family, I'm so glad that I have you as my sister and best friend.
I hugged her and then turned on the music on her phone, and I started dancing for her like old times. And she laughed so much. Back at school, I struggled to keep my grades up because of everything that was going on. And one day, Shirley scored higher than me in math and couldn't stop rubbing it in my face.
Now that I'm the smarty pants of the family, I'm gonna tell my uncle to throw me a party. Don't worry, you're invited, as the waitress.
Suddenly, I felt so furious that I just screamed and charged her. But somehow I managed to stop myself at the last second. So I was shocked when Shirley suddenly fell to the floor like she'd fainted. Shirley?
Oh my god, what if you killed her?
What? I didn't even touch her.
No, I saw you.
Her friend ran off to call the principal. Shirley was rushed to the hospital where she was just fine soon after. But I was suspended for 2 weeks. I was really angry, but my suspension meant I got to spend a little more time with Iris at the hospital.
I miss our treehouse. Me too! Let's go there!
You know we can't do that. We'll get in so much trouble.
Please, Freya. I'm so tired of being in the hospital.
My sister made her puppy dog eyes at me, so I put her on the wheelchair and told the nurses that I was taking her out for some fresh air. We sneaked right out of the hospital and got onto a bus that took us to Dad's house. No one seemed to be at home, so we headed straight to our tree house. Are you sure you can even climb up?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay, go really slow and I'm right behind you. Iris climbed up the ladder, but as soon as she was inside the treehouse, she let out a loud scream. I started climbing up frantically, but just then, I saw Shirley looking down at me, and next to her was a boy from school. Shirley, what are you doing here?
Bunking school and making out with my boyfriend. You and your sister are trespassing.
Shut up, this is our treehouse.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
She kicked the ladder and I lost my balance. But luckily, I caught a tree branch just in time.
Oh my god, Freya.
I turned to see Dad looking up at me, and next to him was Mom. Dad quickly put the ladder back and helped me climb down. What are you guys doing here?
The hospital told us you were missing. We figured you might be here.
I'm sorry, Mom.
It's not her fault. I made her bring me here because this is my happy place.
Iris cried. And we had a family hug until it was interrupted by Aunt.
What's going on here?
Shirley kicked the ladder down while Freya was on it.
What nonsense! My Shirley would never do that.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Shirley came down from the treehouse with the boy, and Aunt didn't look so happy.
Shirley!
I'm sorry. Shirley looked down sadly, but I didn't buy her act one bit.
I'm so disappointed in you, Shirley. You really could have hurt Freya.
And if you're really sorry, tell everyone the truth about what happened in school.
You pushed me. That's what happened.
Yes, she did. And brother, why are you holding that woman's hand? Have you forgotten that other man she's with?
Dad immediately let go of Mom's hand, and she looked so sad. As Mom drove Iris back to the hospital, I had a brilliant idea. Mom, can I borrow your credit card?
Honey, I'm already owing a lot on my credit card.
No, I'm not buying anything. I just want to investigate something. I then asked her to drop me at the mall and went to the only jewelry store that sold Rolex watches. Excuse me, can you check my mom's credit card? I think she bought a Rolex watch here some time back. The store assistant checked the card, and the time of the purchase showed up. I requested to see the CCTV footage of that date and time, and it was exactly what I had expected. My aunt was the one using my mom's credit card. I made a copy of the video on my flash drive and left. I was on my way to Dad's office when I got a phone call that made me yell out with excitement. Iris's application for the donor heart was approved. My sister was going to get a new heart, and she would be completely okay. When I reached Dad's office, I showed him the video from the jewelry shop.
Oh my god! I don't know what to say. She's my only sister. Why would she do this to me?
You really broke our hearts when you believed your sister over us, Dad. Aunt broke our happy family and you let her? The next day, while Mom and I were in the hospital with Iris, Dad suddenly walked in with flowers.
I am so sorry. And I know my apology is not going to be enough right now, but I love you all very much, and I will do anything to have you back home.
Mom didn't forgive him immediately, but once she heard that he'd kicked out Aunt and Shirley for good, she was willing to give Dad a second chance. And slowly, our family became whole again. I learned a big lesson here. Always look for the truth, even if it hurts. A good leader is a truth seeker. Hi, my name is Serafina. Before we jump into today's story, please like and subscribe to Luna Avatar. My first memory of Mom is her voice singing lullabies to me every night. It was the most beautiful sound in the world. Mainly because the moment she stopped, I'd start screaming again. By the time I was 16 months old, I could hum every lullaby perfectly. My dad, a piano genius, taught me beautiful notes and how to put them together, and I was totally obsessed with it. On Dad's 30th birthday, there was a grand celebration at our mansion. Right after everyone started toasting, I climbed up on a table and began singing the birthday song. Suddenly, the whole room went silent, ready to take in my first performance.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
When I finished, I realized my voice could make a grown man cry.
Oh my god, that's exactly the voice of an angel.
I always had a feeling Serafina was gifted. I'm so proud of you, darling.
Right after that, my parents hired the best musicians in the city to coach me in vocals and music theory. At every party my parents and their friends hosted, they'd invite me to perform, and they even paid me for it. My life was perfect. Until one day, everything changed. When I was in the 2nd grade, my dad had just returned from meeting with some partners overseas. I froze when I saw a little girl with sad eyes, holding a stuffed bunny, step out of the car too. She was trying to hide behind Dad, but he gently pushed her forward.
This is Annabelle, Serafina. She's your sister, and she'll be living with our family now. Will you take care of her?
I looked into her scared, dark eyes and immediately took her hand. Always! But from the moment Annabelle showed up, a dark shadow, like the dress she wore, was cast over our happy home. It started with a huge fight between my parents that evening, and both of us overheard it.
You've broken my heart. She reminds me of my worst nightmare, and I have to see it every day. She can't stay here. I won't raise a child that isn't mine.
She has nowhere to go. Her mother's gone. I know you hate me right now, but please don't take it out on her. She's just a kid.
I didn't want Annabelle to hear this, so I said, "Come on, I'll play something for you. What's your favorite song?" I didn't fully understand what was happening, but one thing was clear. Mom hated Annabelle. She ignored her like there wasn't any child in the house besides me, but my dad and I were different. We adored her. Maybe it was because I could see the sadness and loneliness in my sister's eyes, and we more than made up for Mom's ice-cold attitude. But in the 8th grade, we got news one day that made our whole world come crashing down. Dad had been in a terrible car accident, and he was gone. We were all devastated, but Mom just shut herself up in her room for weeks. One night, while I was reading a Snow White story to Annabelle, Mom suddenly burst into the room and started yelling.
What are you doing in my daughter's room? You're just a poor maid.
Mom, are you okay? She's not a maid, this is Annabelle, remember?
Yes, Annabelle. How could I forget her? Everything got worse when she showed up. No, everything is exactly her fault.
I stared in horror at Mom as Annabelle started to cry.
Pack your things first thing in the morning, Annabelle. Are you planning to sleep with this filthy maid tonight?
What? No, she's not going anywhere. Dad said she's my sister.
Either she goes to the maids or the orphanage. This is her last night here.
As Mom was leaving, she suddenly pounced at Isabel, grabbed her stuffed bunny, and threw it in the fire.
No, my mom made that!
Annabelle cried for hours and I hugged her to sleep. What had happened to my mom? The very next day, Annabelle had to move to the maids' quarters despite my strong protests. She was still allowed to go to school, but she had to do house chores in her free time. I was scared she'd be sent away, so I stopped fighting with Mom, but I'd sneak food to her and help her with her homework at night. At school, we could always hang out together. But one day, I started trembling when I saw my mom show up at school, heading straight to the principal's office. Oh my God! Maybe my worst fear was about to come true. Mom, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here to withdraw Annabelle from school, of course.
You can't do that! She has to go to school!
Why? She's never going to be anything but a maid like her stupid mother. Education is a complete waste on someone whose future is just sweeping floors and cleaning rooms.
As she turned around, I grabbed Mom's wrist. If you make her drop out of school, I will too, and I'll tell everyone why. Are you sure you want everyone to know how you really treat Annabelle? Mom, Dad would be so disappointed in you. Mom looked shocked, then angrily pulled her arm away and left I'd won this little battle. But God knows what she'd do next. Things weren't great at home, but at least I had Eric. He was my boyfriend for 2 years and was just crazy about my voice one evening when I was on a date with him. I suddenly started getting calls from Annabelle.
Come home right now, Serafina!
I ran home to a scene of complete chaos. Mom was tearing apart Annabelle's room. What's going on?
Your dad's watch is missing, and I'm going to search all the maids' rooms, and when I find it, I'm kicking out the thief for good.
Just then, a servant came from another room saying it was under Mom's personal maid's bed. Mom looked completely shocked to find out it was her, but she threw her bags out instantly. Some days later, it was Annabelle's 13th birthday, and I snuck into her room with a cake when she blew the candles out. I asked her what she'd wished for.
I wished your mom was dead.
Annabelle, you don't mean that? She's my mom. Annabelle stayed silent, and I got up to leave. I'd never seen that look of hatred on my little sister's face before. In the middle of all this drama, I had a huge audition coming up. A prestigious music academy was looking for talent from different schools, and being selected would be a dream. But 5 days before the audition, I woke up with my throat hurting. I called out to the maid, but to my horror, my voice was gone. Mom rushed me to the doctor who diagnosed me with laryngitis. What he said next left me shocked.
Your voice will return to normal soon, but this is the end of your singing. If you strain your vocal cords too much, you could lose your voice permanently.
I just couldn't believe it. On the day of the auditions, I slipped into the auditorium with Eric, feeling devastated. I wanted to be up on that stage more than anything. And then one of the judges said,
"The last performer is Miss Annabelle."
"Wait, what?" Annabelle stepped onto the stage and started singing.
Don't know what you wanna achieve, but make a
I was stunned. Her voice was beautiful. The judges gave her a standing ovation and said they'd be in touch with her. Soon as everyone started to leave, I caught up with her. "Annabelle, that was amazing. But why didn't you tell me you could ever sing like that?" She brushed my arm off angrily, her eyes blazing.
You never asked. You just assume that you're the only one with any talent. But I guess that's something we both got from our father. It makes you unhappy, doesn't it?
Why would you say that? I've always had your back, Annabelle.
Yet I've been living as a maid in my dad's house for years, and you did nothing. You think sneaking me food makes up for how I'm treated? No, it doesn't. All it does is make you feel good about yourself.
Annabelle, I tried.
Oh, nice try. I hate you, Serafina.
As she stormed off, I felt heartbroken. As Eric walked me back home that evening, suddenly, a skateboarder came charging straight at him. I pushed Eric out of the way just in time, but he landed on the pavement, hitting his head. I quickly called an ambulance, and after hours of waiting at the hospital, we were shocked to get the news Eric was in a coma. The doctors were hopeful he'd wake up soon. But weeks turned into months, and before I knew it, a year had passed. I was almost done with high school, and Annabelle was in her music academy on full scholarship, but we never spoke anymore. One day when I went to see Eric, I was shocked to see him sitting up in bed.
"Oh my God, you're awake!"
He gently pushed me away.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Eric, it's me, Serafina, your girlfriend!
Can you sing?
Yes, well, I used to, but then I got sick and had to stop, remember?
No! I just know that my girlfriend sings beautifully. I couldn't move or see all these months, but she'd talk and sing to me often, and I could hear her. I know her voice, and it's not you.
Suddenly, my blood ran cold when I heard someone behind me.
Babe, that was me. You could hear me?
Annabelle?
Yes, it's you!
She ran forward and hugged him, and then they kissed. Suddenly, I just lost it. I pulled Annabelle by her hair. Are you completely crazy? You've been visiting my boyfriend and singing to him. Tell him you're lying.
I am not. He's mine. Let me go, witch.
And suddenly she pushed me viciously and I went flying into a trolley. I attacked her and we went crashing straight into the machines. And the next thing we knew, we were both thrown out of the hospital. I turned furiously to Annabelle. "We're done for good. You become a hateful monster. I don't even know who you are anymore. But you're definitely not my sister. Finally!" And with that, she left. I went on a very long walk to clear my head. And by the time I got home, Annabelle was gone. The next morning, Mom discovered a lot of things were gone too, including Dad's watch.
Heck, I'm going to report her to the police. I'm going to.
Mom, just stop it. She's gone. That's what you wanted since you first saw her, right? And so what if she took Dad's stuff? It's hers too. Let it freaking go. A year later, I went off to university to study music. If I couldn't sing anymore, I could still play in my final year. I was leaving the campus one day when I stepped on a newspaper. It had Eric and Annabelle's face on the front page with the headline "Billionaire to tie knot in 2 weeks." Well, good for them. But just a few days later, I walked into a coffee shop. And to my shock, I saw Eric there. And he was kissing a blonde girl. That definitely wasn't Annabelle. I just walked away. It wasn't my problem. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. And when her wedding day arrived, I just couldn't not do anything. Even if she hated me. She was my freaking little sister. And that's how I found myself bursting into the church and running like crazy down the aisle. "Hold it! This wedding can't happen!" As Annabelle turned to look at me in horror, I ran straight at her and hugged her. I held onto her tight as she squirmed and shrieked.
Oh my God, you psycho! Get off me!
"I love you, Annabelle! I'm not going anywhere till you listen to me!" As Eric looked super mad and everyone stared at us, she dragged me off to a small room.
What do you think you're doing, Serafina?
Annabelle, you can't marry Eric. He's a cheater. I saw him kissing a girl the other day. I swear I'm not lying.
Think I don't know about that? Well, I do, and it doesn't matter. I stole your man, and hell take care of me. At least I got rid of you and your psycho mom, so just buzz off.
Annabelle, listen to me. You're just angry right now. I'm so sorry about everything. Mom was unbelievably cruel to you, and I should have fought harder. You deserved so much better, and you still do. Don't marry this jerk, please.
Why do you care?
Because you're my little sister, and I miss you so much. I had two things that I loved the most. My voice and you. I lost my voice for good, and I don't want to lose you too. Please forgive me and come with me.
Oh, Serafina, I'm so sorry for all the horrible things I did to you. I thought I wanted to marry Eric too, tease you. But I now realize that everything I've been doing in my life was to not end up alone. I just wanted to belong to someone.
You belong to me. You're my family. I made a promise to Dad to take care of you. And I will, always. And with that, we hugged each other and walked back to our home. Family always comes first.
Hi, I'm Donna, and my life is a total mess. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. My mom raised Anna and me after my dad left her for a chick. She's always been super overprotective, especially when we talk about boys. So, she always makes us repeat this phrase like it's some kind of oath.
We're noble women, and we won't date anyone until we're 30.
But that doesn't change the fact that Mom is amazing. She does everything to give us a better life, often working 2 or 3 jobs. Anna, who is 3 years older than me, was usually in charge of watching over me when Mom wasn't home. One day, when I was 7, Mom left me at home with Anna. I was painting, and I accidentally spilled paint all over her fave clothes.
What the heck are you doing? Oh, my poor dress.
You can wear this new one.
I quickly made a dress from paper and old magazines and gave it to her. My sister just gritted her teeth, holding back her anger. I didn't even care about it for too long because at that moment, I heard the neighborhood kids playing at the playground nearby.
Sis, let's go skateboarding.
Boring.
How about catching fireflies?
Lame!
Oh, I guess you like bed jumping. Don't worry, I won't tell Mom.
Donna, stop!
Anna stormed into her room and slammed the door, leaving me wondering why she didn't like these fun things. Anna became strict and irritable from always having to watch over a naughty kid.
Donna, no ice cream before bed. Donna, stay away from fire.
One day, Anna went to a friend's birthday party, and Mom allowed her to stay there overnight. However, I suddenly got sick.
You can't leave your sister alone at home. She's just 8. I can't take her to work due to my company rules. Anna, I'll keep my promise to you next time.
Anna was furious and threw a vase, shattering it in front of Mom. Mom was completely shocked by her behavior.
Mom, listen! I'm not her mom, you are. It's your responsibility, not mine.
I know, but I have no other choice. I've tried my best. Just one more night, sweetie, please.
Anna gave in to Mom and stayed home to take care of me. But as soon as Mom left, Anna snuck out, leaving me alone. I tried to get up to get some water, but unfortunately, I slipped and fell down the stairs, severely injuring my leg. When Mom came home and found me unconscious, she was furious. After calling an ambulance, she instantly called Anna, but Anna had turned off her phone, which made Mom even angrier. The next day, when Anna returned home, Mom scolded her and punished her severely, locking her in her room and banning her from seeing her friends for a long time. Well, she took out all her anger on me. She wouldn't even look at me or sit with me during meals. I felt guilty, beating myself up, wishing I hadn't gotten sick that day. When I turned 15, Mom started taking us with her to help her at work. She was working as a servant in a huge mansion. Anna still couldn't stand me and was always looking for reasons to pick fights. So, Mom bought us 2 guitars.
You two should learn to play these instruments because it helps you stay calm and clear-headed.
Anna wasn't interested in learning guitar. She was only focused on clothes, doing her makeup, and talking about Mark, a guy she had a crush on while working there. I had never met Mark, but from Anna's descriptions, he sounded handsome. One day, while Mom was working in the garden, I snuck into the lady of the house's room. She had a beautiful piano, and I couldn't resist touching it. Suddenly, Mrs. Maria walked in.
I'm sorry,
You're such a musical talent. I've enjoyed listening to you play for the past hour. And can you play the piano along with the saxophone?
I've never tried it, but let me give it a shot.
She picked up the saxophone, and I began playing the first notes on the piano. We created such a beautiful symphony together. She praised me endlessly, and then showed me her collection of trophies from various music competitions, revealing that she had once won first place in a global piano competition.
Oh, I was amazed that not only could you play the piano, but you also played so smoothly. Maybe you need a younger partner.
Then she introduced me to her son, Mark.
She's Donna. Her musical talent is truly impressive. How about you two test each other's levels with a little competition?
Oh, he's so handsome! But I'm not going to be swayed just because you're handsome. Come at me, bro! In reality, I was super nervous and pressured, even though my piano skills were quite good. Just as the competition was about to start, my mom walked in and pulled me out.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. This kid is just so mischievous.
Mom, we were about to have a piano competition.
What competition? With Mark? Do you think you're up to it? Instead, go out and sweep the yard. What night?
I tried to explain that Mrs. Maria was really impressed by my music skills, but Mom kept ignoring my words. She forbade me from going into that room and said I couldn't go to work with her.
You know, he's the son of my boss. My boss. Besides, I don't think you need to be reminded that you're a noble woman and you won't date anyone until you're 30.
Oh, lame! Not that crazy oath again. The older I get, the more I think it's the stupidest thing. Besides, I never had any intention of going out with Mark. For Anna, it's different. She thinks Mom made those weird rules because she was hurt when Dad left. Anna is always dreaming about Mark and a fairy tale wedding. When we got home, Anna was cold to me and even threw the guitar out the window.
Hey, you're crazy? What's wrong with you?
Why did you dare tell Mom that I like Mark?
No, I didn't say anything.
When I went outside to pick up the guitar, I saw a luxury car parked near our house. It was the driver from Mark's family. He walked in, handed Mom some documents, and then left. I immediately ran to my mom.
Mom, what's happening?
Mrs. Maria offered to sponsor you for the Continental Piano Contest.
I'm on cloud 9. This could be my only chance to chase my dream. Of course, my mom knows that, but she seems to be hesitating on making the decision.
Please, Mom, let me go. I promise I won't let her down.
Listen, sweetie, you're still too young.
Just as I was about to object to Mom, Anna suddenly appeared.
Mom, I can go with her. Besides, we can't turn down Mrs. Maria.
Please, Mom.
Stop. I need more time.
But after finding out the prize is 1 million, Mom immediately agreed.
Okay, you can go. But remember the promise you make every night and always listen to Anna.
We'll be flying to North America on Mrs. Maria's private jet, and Mark will be coming with us. Before we board, Anna has set some rules for me.
First, no talking to Mark.
She even stated that this is a great chance for her to get closer to him.
Do you remember what Mom said? You have to follow everything I say, or there will be no piano for you.
Yes, sis!
There's no point in talking about it. I just see Mark as a rival, nothing more. I ignored him throughout the trip, but Anna kept finding ways to get his attention with her silly stories.
Do you know why the rabbit lost the race to the turtle? It tripped over its teeth.
But when we landed, Mark approached me and invited me to visit some charming places in New York.
Oh, sorry, but I'm here for the competition, so I need time to practice.
Oh, let's chill out, Cupcake. I just want us to hang out and talk.
Cupcake?
Well, I broke the first rule, which made Anna furious. She rushed over and dragged me into a corner.
Hey, what the heck did you just do? Don't think I won't take you back right now.
Wait. He started the conversation. But speaking of going back, wasn't Mom clear that we're not supposed to date before 30? Why are you still clinging to Mark? You're not respecting the oath.
Oh, sorry. But you know, this isn't home, it's New York. Mom isn't here, so I am the rule.
Thank God, what happened next felt like a dream. My performance was the highest, while Mark only came in third in the first round.
You're so sick.
Maybe we don't need any more little contests, right?
Soon after, my piano performance went viral on YouTube, and people from around the world praised me. Mark and I were invited to an interview after that day. When a reporter asked him about me, he said he had never seen anyone as talented as I am before. Then he surprised me with a big hug. Of course, Anna stood outside, gritting her teeth and smashing her phone. As soon as the interview was over, Anna unleashed her fury on me.
You're a jerk. No. Everyone saw you hugging Mark. Respecting the oath? What a terrible liar.
You got buttons for eyes? Clearly, he's hugged me first.
And you're second.
Anna wouldn't listen to my explanation. She snatched the phone from my hand and called Mom, lying that I had failed the competition. I angrily grabbed Anna by the hair, making her drop my phone.
I've had enough! You're just a moron who's 3 years older than me. Ow! How dare you!
We started to tear into each other. Unfortunately, after one push, Anna lost her balance and fell down the stairs. She then screamed in pain.
Anna, are you okay?
Anna passed out, and the doctor said she had a mild concussion and needed a few days to rest. I felt so guilty about what happened.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Shut up! And go away! I'll tell Mom all about your lies!
Anna wasn't entirely wrong. I had broken my promise to Mom. After everything, I just wanted to go home as soon as Anna was discharged, and I even considered withdrawing from the piano competition. While I was waiting backstage, Mark gently came over to comfort me, holding an expensive pastry in his hand.
Why don't you take it to the hospital to make up with your sister?
Oh, the chocolate pastries are so sweet. I always wonder why he cares about me so much. Is it just because of my musical talent?
I think you shouldn't give up so easily. It's your dream, isn't it?
Thank you. I know what I need to do. I won't let Mom and Mrs. Maria down.
Take a deep breath. Don't stress too much. Your face is turning red like usual.
I can't believe it. He's more subtle than I thought. Besides Mom, no one else knew about it. The next day, I performed without my best. But surprisingly, I still came in first place. I was thrilled when, unexpectedly, Mark hugged me and...
You make me so happy. How would you feel about us being more than friends?
What? No, I'm not allowed to do this.
Actually, I've had feelings for Mark since the day he met me backstage.
I know. Anna told me about your mom's rules, but I really like you, and I want to be your boyfriend.
I walked away without saying anything to him. And then, as usual, I visited Anna with her favorite pastry.
That day, I was just pretending to call Mom out of anger. In reality, I couldn't bring myself to let you give up on your dream.
OMG! What's going on today? Is Anna really caring for and loving me, or is it just a lie for some other scheme?
But what about you and Mark?
Oh, sweetie, I haven't liked him for a while. You know, you're a talented girl, and I'm just a foolish, rebellious person who acts high and mighty. I was truly jealous of you, so when I found out Mark liked you, I tried to stop it out of envy that you would have everything. I'm sorry.
Anna, I understand.
I walked over and was about to hug her.
You, stay away. You've got snot all over your face.
Thank you.
We laughed joyfully, just like we did when we were kids. The next day, Mark and I went to pick up Anna to go home, but her stuff was gone. We rushed to the hotel, and she wasn't there either when Mrs. Maria found us.
Anna had to go home last night. Mom had an accident and is in the hospital.
Mom!
I rushed out the door, heading to the airport, when Mark grabbed my hand, stopping me.
Wait, Donna, we can talk to your mom on the phone. You can't give up on your dream here. She only has some scratches from the fall. She'll be okay.
But they need me right now. Anna hasn't fully recovered yet.
I understand you're worried. My mom has arranged for someone to take care of them.
Exactly, sweetie. Do your best at tomorrow's performance and make your family proud.
I reluctantly stayed behind. The final round of the competition was extremely challenging, with many well-known competitors. I gave it my all, and in the end, won first place and $1 million. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Mark came up to me, pulled me closer, and kissed me.
Is this love?
When we returned home, Mom and Anna were waiting at the door. Anna was smiling, and Mom had tears in her eyes. She was proud of me, and admitted that she was haunted by past fears. She was afraid that if we started dating, we might face abandonment like Dad did with her.
Well, but anyway, you broke the oath and must be punished.
Hey, I'm Anastasia. Please like and subscribe. Mummy, can you leave me a bedtime story?
Please, leave me alone. Go ask your dad.
Daddy, look, I was outside playing and stepped in the poop, see?
Oh, stay away from me.
My nanny looked after me, mostly because my parents were super busy with their careers, and she always called me Miss. So I thought my real name was Stay Away From Me. It wasn't until my first day of kindergarten that I found out I was wrong.
And what's your name, sweetie?
Stay away from me.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Stay away from me. Next thing I knew, my parents and I were sitting in the principal's office. Sure, I got into trouble, but at least my parents used my name more after that. And when I was 4, something amazing happened. My sister Isabella was born and she was beautiful.
Oh, I have the most beautiful daughter anyone could ask for.
I was so bummed by what she said that I stuck my tongue out at her, but I got over it soon enough. I finally had someone to play with, or so I thought. You see, Mom didn't want me near Isabella.
Shoo, go away.
One night, when Isabella was tossing and turning and suddenly cried out loudly, I gently sang her a lullaby, and before long, she was sound asleep. T felt like the best big sister ever, but we never had a shot at getting close because of the way my parents treated us. They were less busy with work now and spent all their time fawning over Isabella and spoiling her while completely ignoring me.
You know what I see in the mirror? I see two beautiful girls with unlimited potential. Anna, how long have you been standing here?
I was here first, brushing my hair. You didn't even see me. They'd whisk Isabella off to the mall or spa, and one time they even took her to Paris while I was stuck with the neighbor and turned 9 cats. It bothered me a lot at first, but eventually I just kind of got used to it. But my parents were slowly turning Isabella into a monster who bullied them and threw a fit anytime she didn't get her way. She would try to boss me around too, but I mostly wouldn't give in, which didn't sit too well with her. Just like now, while I was eating spaghetti, she turned to me with a mysterious look.
Spaghetti and worms taste the same, don't you think?
What? My stomach churned when I looked on my plate, and sure enough, there were worms mixed together with my spaghetti. When I told my parents, they told me it was a harmless prank. Every time Isabella did something to me, they would make excuses for her and brush it off. The weekend before middle school, I bought this super cute outfit for my first day and I couldn't wait to put it on, but when I was getting ready, I couldn't find it anywhere. That is until I entered the kitchen and there sat Isabella in my outfit. Isabella, that's mine.
Hey, it looks better on me. I look like a doll.
I rushed over to Isabella and tried to pull my outfit off of her when Mom dragged me away.
Anna, what are you doing to your little sister?
I want her to take off my clothes.
Oh, is that what you want? You should have said it nicely.
And then she took a pen and drew all over the dress. Oh my God, you're such a psycho. Mom, aren't you going to say anything?
Yes, if you knew how to share your things, you could both enjoy them. But now look at what you made your sister do, Anna.
I could pull my hair out. There was no winning against this brat when she had some magic spell cast on my parents. As I grew older, I just avoided my family as much as I could and baited into the background. I decided to focus on what I loved best, singing, and I became quite good at it, but I only realized exactly how good I was when I was 16. 2 months before high school started, I'd taken up a small gig at a cafe to sing occasionally, and when I was done, a stunning lady approached me.
Hi, I'm Gigi. You have a beautiful voice. I'd like to sign you up as a singer.
What, you want me?
Yes, I could make you a star.
It was an offer I couldn't refuse. I gave Gigi my address, and when she arrived at my house later that evening, my parents were quite surprised, and Isa looked so jealous.
Why would you want to sign her up?
Because she's talented.
But her look
can be altered to look the part.
What do you mean, altered?
By the time my people are done with you, you won't even recognize yourself, kiddo.
The following week, I went to the studio with Gigi, and I felt like I was in a dream. And after rehearsals, Gigi's makeup artist took over, and she was right. I barely recognized myself. I looked amazing. When I got home, Mom looked shocked.
Oh my God, Anna, you look stunning.
My heart flipped with excitement. Did my mother just give me a compliment?
I'm as stunning as a chicken in a jumpsuit?
Later that week, Mom took me shopping. In fact, over the next 2 weeks, Mom and I spent a lot of time together. We went to spas, dinners, and we even spent a day in Paris. I'd picked up a few things there for Isabella, but when I went to give it to her, she dumped everything on my head.
You think you're better than me because of this music? It's your days are numbered, witch.
Did my baby sister just threaten me? I was too busy to think too much about what Isabella said. I worked hard and released my first album. By the time I started high school, I was already famous.
OMG, her skin is flawless.
She's such an amazing singer.
I can carry your books around.
But life just had to give me lemons, and this lemon was Mandy, the meanest and richest girl in school. She transferred to our school the year before and was the most popular girl around. But clearly I dethroned her now because I had way more fans and social media followers than her, and she just couldn't handle it.
Others may have forgotten how ugly you really are, but I'll never forget, and I'll make sure the others don't either.
I tried to ignore her and just enjoy my newfound fame. But of course Mandy Andy did everything to ruin it. Just before the performance, I realized my instrument had vanished. It turned out she had hidden it. After rummaging through every corner in vain, I suddenly spotted a mysterious box. Curiosity got the better of me, so I opened it and was immediately startled by what lay inside. One day, while I was out shopping, I suddenly noticed Mandy and Isabella whispering something to each other. Mandy, what are you doing with my sister?
Mind your business, Anna. She's my friend and way better than you.
Isa, she can't be that nice. She's just trying to lure you. Come with me now. But Isa ran off with Mandy. Stay away from my sister, Mandy. they're always inseparable. If they want to form an Anastasia hate club, fine, I'm busy preparing my first concert arranged by Gigi to boost album sales. On the night of the concert, my family came to support me and I was so excited. I grabbed the mic and stepped onto the stage confidently and I was totally owning it. Everything was going great until someone from the crowd screamed and pointed at the chandelier above me, which was falling down. One of my guitar players rushed out to help me. Before I could even understand what had happened, Gigi had already taken me to the hospital for a checkup. But as I was leaving, I spotted Mandy's face in the crowd. I couldn't get rid of the thought that she had something to do with this incident. A few days later, I came across the opportunity of a lifetime. There was one spot open in the most prestigious music college, and they'd be visiting the school in 3 months to hold auditions. I just had to get that scholarship.
You can drool on that spot all you want, but it's mine.
Gosh, why was the world always putting Mandy and me against each other? She played the piano and she was good, like Beethoven good. I couldn't let her win this. I threw myself into practice after rehearsals with Gigi. I'd stay back in the studio and practice for my big day. One evening, as I was walking home after practice, I saw Mandy rummaging through a trash bin. Mandy is the richest girl in school, why would she do that? I followed Mandy until she went into the bad part of town. The houses were small and shabby and I watched as she entered one of them. What on earth? I needed to know what was happening, so I walked up to the door and was about to knock when I heard a familiar voice. Isabella.
I told you already, I'm done with this. I'm not doing your homework, shoplifting, or going out of my way to be your puppet.
Isabella was making Mandy do stuff. Feeling shocked, I pulled out my phone, opened the door by an inch, and started recording. What I heard next made my head spin.
You'll do as I say, or I'll spill your filthy little secret all over the internet.
I am so sick and tired of this. Tell everyone I don't care.
You, the oh-so-popular Mandy, not caring what people think. Are you really comfortable with people knowing that your father is rotting in jail for fraud while you and your mother are left with nothing and living in this rat hole? I find that hard to believe, given how hard you've been trying to keep up appearances in school.
I've done everything you've asked me to do since you read my diary and discovered my secret. You made me tamper with the chandelier at Anna's concert. She could have gotten seriously hurt. I should have never agreed to do it. It's been giving me nightmares.
But if you don't do as I say, I'll tell everyone what you did. Oh yes, I recorded it, and then they'll go meet Daddy in jail.
Do your worst, Isabella. I don't care.
I watched in horror as Isabella picked up a bat and raised it at Mandy. I flung open the door and rushed up to Isabella. Did you completely lose your mind? What have I ever done to hurt you? How could my own sister hate me so much?
Oh, because you overshadowed my life? You should have never been in the picture, and I'd do anything to bring you down.
Isabella lunged at me with a scream, but the commotion had attracted the attention of some neighbors who came running in and held Isabella. Someone called the police who took her away. I was still reeling with shock when Mandy turned to me.
You helped me. Why?
We may have our differences, but I couldn't let Isabella blackmail you or hurt you.
Thanks, Anna.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Friends? Are we friends?
Maybe we could try. Crazier things have happened. My parents' world turned upside down when I showed them Isabella's video. They decided to get Isabella evaluated. We're told that Isabella had some problems. He was taken to a facility to get the help she needed. I've been pointing out Isabella's issues, but you've always just let them slide. If we'd gotten her help earlier, things might have been different.
Anna, we're sorry for not treating you both fairly.
We're starting to see how our actions have affected you both. We want to do better. Can you forgive us?
It's going to take some time, but maybe going to therapy together could help us improve as a family. Hearing this, my parents nodded their heads in agreement. At school, Mandy and I even smiled at each other. Finally, the day of the big audition for the scholarship arrived, and I saw Mandy backstage looking super nervous.
I don't think I can do this.
You can, and you will break a leg.
Thanks, you too.
Oh, I'm not auditioning. I thought I should give you a fair shot.
Oh, because you think you're better than me and I have no chance against you?
No, because I think you'll beat my butt and I'd rather not be humiliated, and you need this more than I do. I'll be cheering for you though. Mandy gave an amazing performance that received a standing ovation, and she on the spot. I learned that showing kindness to a rival can turn a bitter battle into an unexpected friendship.